Hello everyone and welcome to Retail Archaeology. Today we'll be taking a look at Claire's, a mall staple that was originally founded in 1961. Before I get too much more into the history of Claire's, I want to give a shout out to Yuzoboy, who provided the music for this episode, and if you enjoy these awesome Sega Genesis remixes, be sure to check out the links there that I provided. Now back to Claire's. As I mentioned, Claire's was founded in 1961. When it was founded in 1961, it was actually founded under the name Fashion Tress Industries and was primarily focused on wigs. But then in 1973, they purchased Claire's, which was a 25-store jewelry chain, and they kind of morphed into the company they became today. They took on the Claire's name, and like I mentioned, they are a mall staple. They actually operate in 95% of the malls in the United States. Now, as of 2018, Claire's has just recently filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection. Many malls are experiencing troubles, and because of that, Claire's is experiencing troubles as well, unfortunately. Now, this particular Claire's store that we're looking at is located in Arizona Mills Mall in Tempe, Arizona. And it was actually pretty busy when we visited. However, Arizona Mills Mall is a busy mall, so that's not surprising. Something I noticed when I walked in here was that it very much reminded me of what Claire's looked like in the late 90s, early 2000s. Now you may ask yourself, you're a dude, why do you have memories of Claire's? Well, I think like many of us who were dating girls in the late 90s, early 2000s, you probably got dragged into Claire's like I did while you were at the mall with your girlfriend, and that happened quite often to me, and I have a lot of memories of it, and this is pretty much exactly what it looked like. The merchandise doesn't look a lot different. The way the store is set up looks exactly like I remember it. So, you know, like I mentioned, even though I'm a guy, it is kind of nostalgic to be in here, and it is, you know, kind of sad that Claire's is having trouble. I'm not sure what the deal with those mirrors are. I don't know if that's an anti-theft thing or what. My wife found this Claire's eraser from 2015 on clearance. I thought that was pretty funny. I also wanted my, kid to have the experience of shopping at Claire's. She's a little bit young. She's, not quite a tween yet, and Claire's is focused on tweens and teens and very young adult girls. So still though, with them having issues and filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, you don't know if they're going to be around, for her to shop at. So I wanted her to have that experience. The good news is Chapter 11 bankruptcy is not the liquidation kind. That's Chapter 7. So Claire's is going to try and emerge out of it, and I hope they're able to. I was surprised how busy it was after having just read that Claire's had filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. But like I mentioned too, Arizona Mills Mall is not a mall that's struggling. It is pretty busy, so it makes sense, I guess. Now I want to take a minute and take a look at the Claire's.com website. So here's the Claire's.com website today, but let's take a trip back in the Wayback Machine back to the year 2000. Now we're looking at Claire's.com in the year 2000. I love the Wayback Machine for things like this. It's fun to go back and look and see how things were way back when. And my God, was the internet ugly back in 2000. Let's take a look at this guy pole thing. Claire's wants to know, can Justin hold on? Oh my God, Heath Ledger, poor Heath Ledger, Mark Wahlberg, Jason Biggs, and Justin Timberlake. One of these things is not like the other. Surprised to see Jason Biggs on this list. It's this the hangout thing over here. Lots of cool stuff is coming soon to the Hangout. Come back soon. I wonder if this was ever actually a thing. Here's another iteration of their website from 2000, and the Wayback Machine's not always perfect, so things don't always render completely perfectly. This page is another example of that. It's this, what's the buzz on the net? Now this is kind of cool. I found this out and didn't know this. If you click on this, it actually takes you back to the Cosmo Girl website from the same time period on the Wayback Machine. I don't even know if Cosmo Girl even exists as a magazine anymore, but geez, look at this. This is some old crap here. Oh, and then there's the Clairsoscope. Check out celebrity birthdays, horoscope. Let's check out the celebrity birthdays. See who they thought were celebrities back then. Judy Garland, Michael J. Fox, Will Smith, Donald Trump. It's quite a list here. George Michael, Mike Tyson. Oh god, let's check this out. Let's check out. We'll check out my sign. We'll check out what it said about Aries. So yeah, if you're a Aries, here's your horoscope from June 6, 2000. Are teenage girls even interested in this kind of crap anymore? This is really at the beginning of, you know, web marketing and stuff, so this is just some goofy stuff. I don't know if this stuff is even a thing anymore. We'll go forward a little bit now to 2003, which is still 15 years ago. That makes me feel really old to say that out loud. You can see the website's a lot different now. But you can also see, looking at like the jewelry here, this is the same stuff that we could see in the stores when we were looking. Like, look at this butterfly clips. You can see these same exact things pretty much throughout the store in my footage. And again, it's just amazing that the Wayback Machine lets us look at this stuff this far back. But let's return back to 2018 now. And real quick, I want to show you something else that I found interesting. This is footage actually from an old Toys R Us video that I did. And this is when I found out that Claire's actually had little mini pop-up stores within Toys R Us. We all know the story with Toys R Us. They're in the process of liquidating all their stores, so these little Claire's store within a store things will be disappearing. And that'll be another source of revenue that Claire's will be losing. Although, I don't know how much revenue they were actually getting from this, since, you know, Toys R Us wasn't doing that great, obviously, since they're liquidating all their stores. But I'm glad I documented this, because I didn't see a lot of information on the internet about these little mini Claire stores. But it's pretty much all the same merchandise. Now we'll take a look at one last Claire's location. This one's located at Santan Village Marketplace in Gilbert, Arizona. And this is another one that was pretty busy. You can see it looks very similar to the last location we looked at, except for it doesn't have those weird mirror things on the ceiling. I wanted to make sure and document Claire's now because the thing with Toys R Us happened so quickly. You know, they filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy, and then just a few short months later, it seems like they were filing for Chapter 7 and liquidating the company. So I wanted to get in here and make sure I documented it before things went south real quick, because you never know now. And also, I wanted to, you know, make sure and bring my daughter here, like I said, because she really hadn't had a chance to see Claire's yet, and she's kind of just getting to that age where she's interested in jewelry and earrings and not makeup yet, thankfully, but, you know, just things like that. So she really enjoyed looking around, and I had a lot of fun with her at the stores too, so that was cool. And of course, as usual, she got some things to pay for her services of helping me film at the store. I know Claire's has been a big part of a lot of girls' and women's lives, because I've been getting a lot of comments about their bankruptcy in the comment section of my videos. So I hope you enjoyed this video documenting their stores in case the worst happens and they do end up filing for Chapter 7 bankruptcy in the future. I'd also love to hear what some of your memories and comments are about Claire's down in the comments below, so let me know what those are. For example, did you get your ears pierced at Claire's? They've pierced 100 million ears. That's a world record. Also, does this still look like the Claire's that you grew up with? Let me know that down in the comments below. At this point, it was getting close to closing time for the store and it was still pretty busy. It's also getting close to closing time for this video, so as always, thanks for watching.
Hey, this is Cody Simpson coming to you from the set of my new video, On My Mind, and I personally want to give thanks to everyone at Claire's for letting us shoot inside their store. Make sure you look for the video soon.